In a recent incident, a U.S. Navy warship deployed in the Middle East successfully intercepted multiple projectiles near the Yemeni coast. According to reports from two U.S. officials speaking to CNN, these missiles were launched by Houthi militants with alleged Iranian backing, who are currently involved in the ongoing conflict in Yemen. The second official mentioned that approximately 2 to 3 missiles were intercepted. On the same day, Pentagon Press Secretary Brig General Pat Ryder confirmed that the USS Carney had intercepted 3 land attack missiles and several drones that had been launched by Houthi forces supported by Iran. Brig General Pat Ryder emphasized that this action showcased the effectiveness of the integrated air and missile defense system established in the Middle East, designed to safeguard U.S. interests and partners in the region. Importantly, no U.S. military personnel were harmed during the interception, and there have been no reports of civilian casualties on the ground. The Pentagon, at this point, cannot definitively determine the exact targets of the intercepted missiles and drones. However, it is noted that they were launched from Yemen and were traveling northward along the Red Sea, potentially toward targets in Israel. The USS Carney had transited through the Suez Canal into the Red Sea the day before the interception. The U.S. Fleet Forces Command, in a social media post, stated that this deployment was aimed at enhancing maritime security and stability in the Middle East. This incident is one among several in recent days involving drone attacks on U.S. bases in Syria and Iraq, amid escalating tensions in the region due to the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas. In Syria, drone attacks on a base led to minor injuries among personnel, as per Brig General Pat Ryder. In another incident, 2 drones targeted the Al-Tanf garrison in Syria, where U.S. and anti-ISIS coalition forces are stationed. One of the drones was engaged and destroyed, while the other impacted the base, resulting in minor injuries to coalition forces. On the same day in Iraq, early warning systems detected a potential threat near the Al-Assad air base, where U.S. personnel are stationed. Although no attack occurred, personnel took shelter, and an American civilian contractor suffered a cardiac episode and subsequently passed away. The previous day, U.S. forces successfully defended against 3 drones near U.S. and coalition forces in Iraq. 2 of these drones targeted the Al-Assad air base, leading to minor injuries among coalition forces. Additionally, near the Bashar air base in northern Iraq, U.S. forces engaged and destroyed a drone, causing no injuries or damage. Brig General Pat Ryder emphasized that while he couldn't predict the potential response to these attacks, the U.S. is committed to taking all necessary actions to protect U.S. and coalition forces against any threats. Any response, if deemed necessary, will be determined by the United States at a time and in a manner of its choosing. Regarding the connection between these attacks and the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, and the associated regional tensions over U.S. support for Israel, Brig General Pat Ryder stated that the U.S. is still assessing the situation. The primary focus remains on deterring a broader regional conflict. To address this, Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin has conducted a series of discussions with Arab and Israeli leaders, including Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed from the United Arab Emirates, Emir Sheikh Tamim from Qatar, and Prince Khalid bin Salman from Saudi Arabia. These conversations aim to reiterate U.S. support for Israel and underline the importance of protecting civilians.